It's Tuesday again. It just keeps happening. If you're listening to this, I'm saying hello to you. I may not have anyone on my stream, but someone will probably be watching this at some point, I'm sure. And if you're a YouTube reviewer, hi. So yeah, last week I ran into an issue with my DHCP server where just on a basic level, my Unify USG just isn't forwarding my, it isn't doing the DHCP relay that it's supposed to be doing. So I did a little bit of poking around at that, and it seems as though the DHCP server is actually receiving the requests, and it probably just comes down to something in my rule set isn't liking something that's happened. That's as far as I can get it, because it was working just fine, and then it just stopped working just fine. And the only thing that really changed is maybe there was a security update or something along those lines. Interestingly enough, when I factory reset the USG and got it reconnected, it worked again for about 10-15 minutes and then stopped working. The last time something like that happened, there was a weird file somewhere that had gotten placed on the USG during the update process, and I just had to delete it, but I couldn't. Well, it was something like that. In that particular instance, it was not forwarding DNS packets, but I seem to be running into that sort of stuff again. I'm fairly certain that it's still on the USG side, but I wanted to take the opportunity, since right now my lab environment does not have DHCP, to see about just implementing the newer version of ISC's DHCP server. It's KEA or Kea with Stork to monitor it. I've honestly never seen it, never done it. So here's my plan. You might see down here I've got some VirtualBox machines already up and running. Here's kind of the gist of it. So we have my streaming machine, and that's connected to the general network. Yeah. Actually, let me do this. My eraser works backwards. Why? Okay. Go away. I need a bigger eraser. But, alright, so this is 10.2, or no, 10.1.x.x. Inside of my computer right now, of my VM that is using a pfSense as a gateway. Does that look as pixelated on your end as mine? Probably because of this. That's fine. So I've created, the pfSense has two networks. One of them is a bridged connection with my primary, or no, it's a NAT connection. So it NATs out, and then I have behind it right now a Kali Linux box and what's going to be my test server. Both of them are in this 192.168.50 56. So pfSense was originally also acting as a relay. So it would take the packets and forward them to the DHCP server in this range. And it's supposed to be receiving IPs in the 56 range. But at present, I have both of these with static IPs. So the test box over here, well, I guess dev server is 192.168.56.5, and the Kali box is 192.168.56.4. I may not have set that static IP yet, but that's what it's going to be. So my plan, as I said, I'm going to install. That's not useful. I'm going to install the DHCP server on this guy, and then just basically look at, well, DHCP and Stork. Wow, that looks great. And then I'm just going to use this as a DHCP client just to validate it's working, make sure what it looks like. See, basically I'm going through, I just want to see what this install process looks like. Also, I did a little bit of work over the weekend, and chat messages should show up in the, yeah, should show up in the window like that. So cool, that's there. Working on building a bot, just kind of reintroducing myself to Node.js, and I think it'd be neat to have kind of the running projects, maybe some sort of like ongoing stream of, I don't know, stats from the cluster or whatever. I don't know, we'll see. But I'd rather be able to do it than not. So with this in mind, let's take a look at the network settings on this guy. Okay, yeah, it's still saying IP, so let's do this. I'm going to add 168.56. What did I say, 5? I mean, it sounds right. Oh, let's look at what the dev server is. Wait, why does it say that there's 2 of them? Interesting. Okay. You are .5, so you need to be .4. Oop, and 255. .56.2 and 10.2. Oop, 24.2. 10.1.24.20. And I think I'll just leave that alone for now since it's static. We'll validate that we're good to go. What? Why you know? Did I modify the wrong one? I think I modified the wrong one. That's okay. We'll just do it for both of them. Yeah, okay. Wait, I said .4. That's fine too. 10.24. Oops. 2168 56.2. All right, in action. So first thing is first-ish. Let me bring up the docs. It's just what I'm just using the default documentation. And interesting, I don't actually have a chat window open on this machine. Yeah, okay. So the plan is to start trying to keep track of the links that I show on stream so that I can put them in the notes for the YouTube video when I throw it up, because the entire purpose of it is for me to keep track of what I'm doing so I can go back and look at it if I have to. All right, now where was we? We were here. So step one is we've got to add the repos. So we're going to do 2-4. 2-5 is apparently the development version, which I don't want any XZ action going on over here. So we're going to go with something that is current stable. No bleeding edge. Where were we? We want Debian. That's fun. I'll have to SSH in if I want to do that. I'm probably going to SSH into these things. -2-4. Always never copy paste when you have a chance. Pipe to sudo I'm root, so I don't need that. I would probably still. Can I just pipe that to bash? Did I really not install curl? Wow. I told you this was a very, well, if I didn't say it, I should have said it. It's a bare bones system. Ready to rock. All right. We're going to need stork as well, so we may as well do that. Actually, make sure this is in the list. Thankfully, the difference here should be minor. Public ISC, just stork. Easy peasy. I'm not going to do DHCP 6 yet. It is planned, but for now I'm just going to do this guy. Kea premium book packages are not included. Okay. I do not know what that is. Everywhere it's installed, cool. What about build? Not doing git. Wait, so am I going to have to install a database with this? Oh, well, you know what? When have I ever bothered with reading first? This is a test environment, so we're going to send it first. All right, and we want Kea DHCP 4. What do you install? Yep, you install SQL. Okay, well, I guess as long as the server is connected. Now, I wonder if there is... Oh, interesting. I wonder which one of those I install. Well, we'll come back to that. All right. I'm guessing we have to do the database first. Camera development tool. Oh, there we go. database installation and configuring. All right, so we're looking there. Build and install. The installation doesn't say what to do here. Oh, I love docs. All right, let's go here then. Before preparing any specific recommend use UTC. Okay. Wow, I actually have to create the database. What does that admin do? Oh, yeah, because it's not. Oh, because it doesn't by default install the tools. All right, let me try this. Do we have Kea admin? We don't. Well, actually, it may have installed both of those because I think the path variable is jacked in this install. No. Okay. So do I install that? No. That's what I should. Let's do quick start. All right, set me up. We did. Update. All right. Actually, yeah, let's try that. Let's just install all of the things. I think I need to make the chat text fade out after a while. Let's see. There we go. That's where it went. 1 second. Just want to add a note real quick. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't do that in here. I should be doing that in Redmine. I think I'll probably need to do a new project here. Well, I can probably just do streaming. No, it's not really an issue though. It's going to be its own project. Although I wonder because it's development. maybe I should go here. We're going to say this is let's do that. I'll probably tie it into something in Redmine, but that's not right now. Okay, so now do I have Kea admin? Yes. That was probably all in the installation under installation hierarchy, wasn't it? PID log file server manual API. This guide. Just cool. Alright, native packages, update, blah, blah, blah. We installed the thing. Path to your Kea config. Well, if I installed it with a package, why is it telling me path to your? Alright, so I'm guessing act. Alright. Let's check the 6 first. Add names. Typically want to put specific interface names here, but you can also specify unicast. Okay, so I don't think I need to disable anything here. If I do it should be Kea, right? Okay. I guess that's good that it's not running, but neither's 4. But they're not there at all either. Kea control is not. Oh, okay. So maybe it's just because system control. I mean, normally it says it's there, but disabled. Yeah, it's not there. So why aren't you there? So it's set up. is neither of these work. Configuration, and then it shifts right to using their Kea control, but it says that it's not installed. Okay. Do I have CTRL? I do not. All right, let's look at the... So it looks like it's supposed to be an S bin. So we have Kea admin, we have Kea control, Kea DHCP. What is the Kea control? Oops. Attention to details. Spell it right. Print extended display. Okay, so maybe I need to do something with this first. So command db edit. MySQL not found. MySQL init. Okay, so do I also need the SQL tools? Seems like I do. APY. What are they called? It's not going to be the workbench. I need command line. That's what the, I guess maybe I shouldn't do MySQL, I should do sudo keeps getting me. So none of the things I've installed have the services created, right? Just for the sake of argument, let me see if I have this set up to do this. Looks like it. Sweet. Okay. All right. Well, at least now I can copy paste. What do we have right? Syslog, Rebox server tools. All right, so let's go back to the quick start. I'm gonna have but the services aren't installed. Try this. So it doesn't recognize the MariaDB install. Let's see. Okay, so it didn't install the server. What did it install then? Admin agent DNS. Bunch of Linux headers. All right. Now the screwball thing though is that if, well, when I reinstall it, it's not going to ask me about a MariaDB again. But maybe I do it anyway. It's not in the instructions, but there doesn't seem to be a lot in the instructions. Installed. All right, now let's reinstall this guy. Well, thankfully that didn't take a whole lot. Now, oops. All right, now it's actually running. Good. So if we go to the database administration portion and we do a db init again. Yeah, cool, none of those. All right. Did I spell it wrong? No, it's just not there. Oops. All right. Denied for user Kea test. there's something else I need to fix still. Upgrade, lease upgrade. All right. Let's go back to the quick start. Let's try this real quick. Nothing. Okay. Let's do one of these days in this temporary image that has become my permanent image that I use to clone for all of these silly servers. I've got to update the path. Got to go back to the master and update the path. Okay. Cool. At least that's handled. I can go back to actually using sudo. What do you... And what is the Kea control agent? Is there something here? There we go. Okay, that's not what I'm after. Okay, so by default you're set to min file. So I don't need to worry about the database portion. All right. Would have been useful to know, maybe in the quick start guide. I still don't have any services actually. So oops. Oh, so we can run the server directly. So let's do that. And if I have to set up the services manually, then I have to set up the services manually. Is that saying it already exists? Okay. If it's already running, it is already running. Okay. Wow. SQL is a hungry monster. So then why does system control? Are they not registered as services? Or do I have to have the... Isn't there an option to just list services? Really? Nice. If only it were that easy. ISC. Because of course it starts with ISC. Why wouldn't it start with ISC? I'll bet. So this is just incorrect. Joy. Is there somewhere that I can... Nope. All right, I'll deal with maybe updating these or sending in a request to fix later. Let's just do 4. Oh, cool. It's running. That's great. I guess I didn't ask for a whole lot more, did I? So let's stop. Right. And disable, yeah, because I don't. That's just not something I want to screw with at the moment. So does this give me... Oh, good. Gives me more info. All right. So now I've got to find how to install Stork. My hope is that I can get Stork running and then do the other configuration. Install. The easiest way is to install it. ISC Stork server. It would be so nice if it's this easy. Oops. Double sudo. These ones are prefixed with ISC dash, so on the plus side, maybe these are up-to-date documents. Okay, so Stork needs Postgres. Why? If Stork needs Postgres, well, that's something that should definitely be mentioned in here, because if you're trying to do an all-in-one, wouldn't it be nice to just install one database? So yes, we're going to get rid of you. Is that it? No. And it is definitely PostgreSQL. Okay. I find it interesting that Stork needed Postgres. Oh, great. Did I just burn myself? Yeah, so this needs Postgres, but it doesn't install Postgres. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Never mind. Just clean that up for the heck of it. Yeah, pretty sure I only gave this a percentage of one CPU, so we'll see how that works. It's just really... cool. It's been a little while since I've done that. List. And I guess in here as well. I don't know. We'll see if this continues. Like right now, you can't even see it. All right, so I'm probably going to have to go in and create the database for it. because otherwise. Okay, boom, boom, boom. All right, so let's edit this guy up. Oh, I need to create all of this, I guess. But 1 second. Verb. Mute. No, we're not on mute. All right. So first things first, we need Kilo-U Postgres. Is it -U? Oh no. That's the one we need. All right, now we need to create a database. I should probably do this. Oh, hey. Well, that's nice. I guess I don't need to do this. Is there a stork tool? Yes. All right. It is make you smaller. Start tool. DB create. DB name's going to be stork. DB user is stork user. Problem connecting to database. Am I gonna have to run this? Oh no, it says it should connect as Postgres, so I Authentication failed for user Postgres. Well, that's fun. Oh, maybe because I did sudo? Nope. There. Okay, so you can't just do it like that. Well, I couldn't. Oh, okay. Database. Over different maintenance. Okay. Yeah, we don't want to do that manually. So copy this. And we're going to want to database name, database username, store database password. Always never copy and paste. I have to get rid of both. Oops. Alright, so now they show green. We're not worried about the rest of this. What is the default Postgres? Six something, right? Now 5432. So we've got that. Storage agent must trust the rest. Otherwise, okay. All right. Deny that. Nothing new happening here. So now, in theory, it's 8080. So, 56 dot 45. Right, cool, cool. Stork default and password. The old admin. Okay. Oh. No. XFCU. Start server. Is it E? No. Is it just taking a while? Man. Sign in does nothing. Why is it saying status 200 when nothing's happening? No. So it's okay. It's probably just the way the web server's configured. All right. No authorized machines. That's all the settings, huh? No. Okay. Information about adding is how to install. Okay. So now I need to install the service or the agent. Right, what's our status there? Did I only install the server? Let's see, Stork. I did. Should probably be trying to keep notes on what works, what doesn't, since I'm going to have to do this again. All right. So our first install that worked was Kea. Actually, I can go to this one, right? No, that's Cali. This one. So if I do initdb, but I do, what are their options? Backend, memfile. There, Kea admin not implemented. Cool. Actually, if I do db admit, oh, wait, I would need to do PG SQL since it's running now. Host port doesn't matter. Can I do like that? Password authentication failed. Okay. So probably the same deal. I have to run it as password authentication failed for user Kea test. Okay, there's probably something in there I've got to configure. I think I was already there. But anyway, what I installed in this case is just Kea something, right? Is it just ISC-Kea? Yep. Kea dash. Oh no, it's ISC-Kea. All right, and then that starts everything. Cool. Then for the stork install, hop back over to my this. Our first step was installing Postgres. ISC-stork server. And then install Postgres. And then we ran the stork tool. Just copy this because that. Cool. And that gave us the database. And I do want to go back to that. Wow, I did that far too many times. There we go. That's the failure. Make sure I have a copy of this. Just for this particular run. All right, so now we've got the agent installed. Let's go back to the destructions. Oh, wait, right. I do need to include that I did that. All right. Now we're cooking. All right, now we need to configure the agent. So agent has its own should probably also, well, note that it required a page reload. I guess that's probably something that's going to be just a configuration thing with whatever I put it in front of, or it put in front of it, rather. Alright, I'm not worried about Promi yet. Where are we? There we are. This is the IP address of the network interface, which Stork agents should receive connections. So it should just be localhost. The port number the agent should use to receive connections from the server. Well, the server's on 8080, so let's put you on 81. Agent listens Stork only. Disables Prometheus. Default is false. Okay, we're good with that. Listen on Prometheus only. Default is false. Skip TLS. Where's skip TLS? Because, yeah, we're going to do that. There we go. We'll leave that alone for now, hoping that it just works. Doubt it, but what if? Yeah. That. Logging settings. Okay. Use an agent using a token. It's all in localhost. Right now, we do not care. Wait, where is that? Ooh, barely got you in time. Insert required parameters. And the Kea CA configuration. All right. Let's. We're not worried about most of that right now. Let's just enable and start. Edited Stork agent dot environment and enable. And start. Now, do we have anything in here? How to install? Oh, well, that would have been nice. Yeah, let's do that. Error, internal server error. Okay. I'm guessing this is part of the... I wonder if I can change this to localhost. Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna have to set this token. So, fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Let's go back to what they were talking about with tokens. What do you say? Problem connecting to DHCP. Unable to forward command to the DH. Yeah, that's on purpose. Do I have to start DHCP 6? Yeah, well, it is just a warning. Don't care. Make sure we don't have anything crazy hitting here. Oh, right. Where's this token stuff? Token? Yeah, I'm probably going to go through and see if I can't rewrite. At least learn enough about this to where I feel comfortable rewriting this, because this is terrible. Okay. The key control agent may be configured to accept connection over TLS. This requires specifying a trust. No. Connections between the server and agents are secured using standard blah blah blah. The server generates keys. Okay, the agent can be registered in the server using an agent token, using a server token. Okay. Services, monitoring events, started Stork server. Okay. Review checkers. It's you. We have no authorized, no unauthorized. Refresh doesn't seem to do anything either way. Maybe I need to point it to the full IP to make it work. Da, da, da. IP or hostname to listen on for incoming Stork server connections. I guess. Oops. it's still going to be this, but you're going to be listening on 8081. But then how do I tell this guy? And why does this not work? Actually, what about this? Will this load? User share historic assets packages. No such file or directory. Packages are missing intentionally. Awesome. Need to check if putting packages in a demo setup is documented. All right. So this is the get for historic. Does that mean in here, I'm going to find what do you want? Assets. Okay. So it's intentionally left off, but where do I get it? Like it's all well and good that it's potential or that it's utils. Where search here. Huh? All right, let me go back. Maybe there's something in here that points to where these files are. You can manually download them from Cloudsmith. So they're on in Cloudmas. Agent, but then just go back versions. Okay. All right. Users are missing intentionally. It's related to this one too. Do we get, okay, blah, blah, blah. The problem is they don't exist. All right. Oh, that's not what we're after. This is 5 months ago. Has nobody... It's possible... Man. It's just an example of maybe they're just moving faster than they can keep up. The second registration, a server generates a common token for all new registrations. The server must copy the token from the UI and paste it into the agent's terminal during the interactive agent registration procedure. Okay. Storage supports 2 methods. Yep, both. Is that what I was just at? Oh, here we go. Two 168.56.5. This is the password for the storage agent. That's not gonna... Do I have to do it this way? There we go. So, copy. Pasta. 2.168.56.5 port number that the storage agent will listen on. Add this to my notes. Retry. Cannot ping machine. Okay. Anything show up here? Communication with stork agent on machine. Should have just done localhost. Let me redo it. Let's see if it'll let me just redo it like this. Of the host with the stork agent. On 8081. But it still can't ping the machine. Why not? It seems all right to me. All right, so I guess the question is which machine can't be pinged, right? Wow. Add certificate. Okay. So there must be a setting on the server side that asks for the certificate too. TLS. That's not it. That's all of them, huh? Okay. I just change this to back to localhost. You have your host name to listen on for incoming. Yeah. Stork agent listens stork only. No, this we don't care about. Not worried about Prometheus. The stork server URL. And that should be here. Skip TLS should be true. ISC stork agent. Failed to start. Cool. Because it was too quick. Nope, just the one time. Stop. Start. Service restart. Okay. FCU. ISC Stork Agent. What do you mean? What am I missing? Yep, I want to follow. I want to go to the end. Yeah, F. X for catalog. This is just SXU, and I'm being dumb. Yeah. Oops. Result configured restart. Stork. I'm kind of concerned, like, what am I actually going to see server after it gets set up? Because it's not looking like there's a whole lot of information in there. Where was our agent? Stork agent host. Let's try that. There we go. Right, to have, yeah, let's get ready. Now, right now it's supposed to be reaching out. But okay. We'll do the manual registry again. Just double check. Nope, still not there. And get that token. The host with the Stork agent. But it's 8081. Still cannot ping. But now it shows here. If server token has been compromised, then regenerate it. Is that? Yeah. I mean, it comes through as authorized. gRPC manager is unable to establish connection with the agent. Unavailable transport error. Wait, 127.0. What did I? Why did no one in chat tell me because I didn't do that. And because there's no one in chat. What about here? Did I do it during the registration like a moron? Copy. Poster. It's not the right name. Why are you getting the right DNS name? Or you're getting an accurate DNS name? That's weirding me out. One, 127.0.0.1 8081. That I'm not understanding. How can a machine or a service that's on the same machine unable to reestablish connection? Connection refused. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, still didn't think so. Well, that comes back, so maybe we do that. Maybe we do that. I was literally just able to ping it. User does not need to copy or verify. It will be sent to the server, but it is not directly used. Try to register agent in Stork server. Machine registered. Stored cert. Cannot ping. Nope, just leaving it all defaults doesn't work. See, my fail counter is still at 0 because I don't think these are my failures. Nobody ever thinks it's their failures. What's the error here? At least here it's saying that the ping failed. That's the TLS. First record does not look like a TLS handshake. Well, that's because it's not a TLS handshake. And it shouldn't be a TLS handshake. This is going to drive me bonkers. So the last thing I want to do is circle back and deal with a certificate authority. Not high on my list. That's Kia. No, can't this one. I'm not here yet. So installing the storage server. Let's go back here and just take a look. All right, setup. Here's the database. Cool. Is it because I didn't set these? So I have the database port. Install database. Now the rest of these say that they have defaults, right? Providing the CA path enables the TLS client certificate any HTTP request assigned with a missing, invalid, or untrusted TLS certificate will be rejected. Okay. To be used only if the UI is served from a subdirectory. Okay. Stork agent must trust the REST TLS certificate presented by the Stork server. Otherwise, the registered invalid Stork. Okay. And we can add it to the system. All right. So I just need to build a fake CA real quick. No big deal. So we'll put that back up at 0. I know there's a quick way to do it. Yeah, I know. I don't need to install some piece of software for it. What the heck is this? Oh, okay, so it apparently doesn't have. So we'll save you. We will pasta. Passphrase will be dumb passphrase. Dumb passphrase. And then the root certificate. Sprays. US. Kubernetes buffet. Would it be wrong to just choose localhost? Actually should be dot vert. Which reminds me, I need to that. How that's supposed to be. It's still that way. I'm probably going to have to reboot. But let's, well, no, let's do this. We need to yeah. I guess that's it. Oh man, it's somewhere else that it's supposed to be. It's a folder called that. That much I remember. User share. Was it user local share? It seems like every time I bother to pay attention to the music, it's playing this song. Probably because I don't like this song. Let's try that again. I'm not worried about adding my root. Now I want to use it. Just recruit barbecue food site. Crap, I kind of already did that, didn't I? Dang it. All right, so let's that's it. Okay. User local share and then user. Still not finding it. All right. What's the name of the folder? User share. Yeah. Do I need to do that? I thought it was update. Let's see what that does. Trust new certificates. Yes. Isn't it usually right at the top? Oh. Never mind. I just need to rename it. I'm probably gonna have to burn it down and start over, but whatever. There we are. All right, so let's go back to here. We're going to generate a new one, but it's going to be this is where I think I'm going to have the problem because I already named it. Test.csr. Oops. That's not going to work. Get rid of CSR. Do that again. That's the one we want. Use extra as a challenge password. All right. Okay. .txt. Let's copy and paste this. And we're just going to say yeah. Okay. Now create the cert. Test CSR. Create serial. Out will be. I keep thinking I'm going to type out Devian with a V instead of a B. V and B, two letters that sound the same right next to each other on the keyboard. Seems legit. Out is Debian. Days. 100. I'm probably not going to need more than 3. But who knows? What was I? Shaw, 256. And go now. Well, first we need the dump sprays. And there's our cert. All right. Quick break, and then we'll get that configured up and where it needs to be and go from there. And we're back. I think had to create a new one of those. I don't know if that counts as a fail. I didn't really do it on stream. Alright, where was I? Now I need to trust these certs, which is all. What are you? What did I misspell to make that a thing? ICA.SR. Oh, create serial. Nope, I didn't misspell anything. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now what I need to do is I need to make it so that it trusts it. First. The file with a certificate to use for secure connections. Private key and the certificate authority. Okay. Now, if I do agent, do I have those as well? That's all Prometheus. Oh yeah, and it skips TLS anyway, so it doesn't matter. So as long as I have an SSL cert, no, that's database. I need those three things. Oops. What? 1268, huh? Right, what's going on? Five, six. I hit it right the first time. Slizdexia. All right. So this is not something you would ever do in the real world, but since I'm just trying to test this. All right, so it's gonna be this. Certificate. That guy. And the key. CA5. Right. Let's see. We'll try this first. We'll probably end up needing to change that to .crt. Great. I'm sure this is fine. Database local, that's all good. That's no problems there. Start rest host. Maybe instead of local host. Oops. 27.0.1. Cool. And failure. Why you know? XFU. ISC Stork. Why did nobody stop me? Yeah, 'cause nobody's here. Cradle open. Permission denied. Problem setting up certificates. Fine. Oh, I'm already over there here, aren't I? Right. Oh. All right. Once again for the third time. Now what? Open. Permission denied. Do they need to be owned by Stork agent or Stork server? Looking okay now. So far. Oh, we're getting different errors. That's good. Is it? I mean, maybe. Loading user accounts from the database failed. Failure. Alright, maybe I need to do a log out. Oh, it says it's pulling info. So there are changes. Maybe the problem is the 8080. Like, is it? Let's see what Zlogge says. Oh, here we go. No, we're still getting failed to get a state. Completed pull. 0 out of 0 exceeded. Okay. Okay, so maybe creating my own certificate of authority wasn't the way to fix that. So let's try and take a quick peek at docs again. Maybe there's something here. Securing the connection that we don't care about. Let's bring it back and get rid of our newly created certificates. Just let that pound it out. And give it a restart. Let's see if that alone allows anything interesting to happen. There's something else going on that is unrelated to those certificates. So that's new. give it a restart. Ah, there we are. Okay. So it was pointing it to the API server specifically. So let's go back and put those guys back in. It just didn't like being pointed to localhost there. Still doesn't like something. I know it's a bad certificate. I made the certificate. Of course it's bad. Oh, this whole time I said I was going to do that, and I did it. A V instead of a B. Because of course I did. Let's go back and make a new one. Seems to line up there. Why? Oh, do it this way. Permission denied. What? Oh, well, yeah, that would do it. Wait a minute. How'd that happen? Oops. Okay. That's funny, like it got set up like a link. Hey, AstroStream. Yeah, I was fully aware that it was a bad certificate. In France. Fun, fun. Which part of France? I've only been to Paris, so sorry. I apologize in advance for only having been to Paris. It's a cool city. One of my favorite places in the world, honestly. Basically, one of my favorite phrases that I would love to live in Paris, and I would love to die in New Orleans. Oh, Boston's a cool town. New York's interesting. Depends on when you go. But yeah, Paris is all about walking around, eating, drinking, just like living your life. And New Orleans is just about drinking. I mean, you eat because you're hungover, but that's it. So what piqued your interest about is it the Homelab? Is it the DHCP server? Oh, I definitely intend to. I've been there twice. Both times I saw about 1/3 of the Louvre, I think. And it's probably not even that. Yeah, 'cause now it's going to be failing because of that. You are a directory. Oh, well, I do normally use Kubernetes. If I'm not playing a game, I'm generally beating on my Kubernetes cluster. How you learning? Are you doing one of the classes, or are you poking around at it for yourself, or are you doing it for work-wise? What's going on? Yeah, this is normally the area that I'm poking around in, but ran into an issue trying to push trying to install a GPU-based server so that I could specifically run stuff. Yeah, I've got it on. I picked up some old Mac Minis, and there's a stack of 3 of them with a. Oh, here. Let me go to this one. Basically 3 Mac Minis and a Raspberry Pi. I was looking at adding a GPU in, and work on basically affinities, so that I could send some machine learning sort of stuff, and maybe end up integrating it with the bot that I'm writing for this channel. But yeah, this is entirely a hobby build. It's about as production as my fish tank. How many pods do I have all in? Most of these are, just system law. Ooh, what's that? Oh, yeah. Actually, right now I'm unemployed, but normally, yes, I work in IT or just in technology in general. I've always had an interest in it, so basically I've had a home lab since I was probably 20 years old, and at one point I kind of decided, I'm in here, I'm working on it, maybe someone else might like to see what I'm doing. And I mean, setting up a Kubernetes cluster was kind of, I had a stack of servers, actual pizza boxes, and I was running a full OpenStack uh, implementation across, I think I had 4 um, Dell 720s. But power here is kind of expensive, so I had to scale that back a little bit. Anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch. It's fun. I mean, if you're learning out, it's the best way to learn. I'm using OpenLens. It's kind of a defunct project. It's not defunct. It got taken over by Mirantis, but now they charge for it, or they require that you log in and send them your data to be able to use it. But there is still the open source version. It's just not being maintained anymore. A lot of people are pushing me to go towards K9s, but I haven't jumped that ship yet. Didn't accept your login. What? Yes, I know. It's a bad certificate. I'm aware. Oh, probably because I didn't put the alt name of the certificate of that. I wonder if this will let me. Oh no, I was rebuilding it because I put a V in it. Hey, I'm I wouldn't be streaming if I wasn't down to chat as well, but you're just gonna see me probably give this thing the finger. I might be working on it tomorrow at this point, who knows. Getting near dinner time. So Stork is supposed to be the front end for Kea, which is ISC's new DHCP server. Well, new, and it's a couple of years old, but my lab environment is what's the word for it? It's kind of lab dev, and then technically I have lab prod, which is what the rest of my house uses, and the girlfriend who's watching Netflix right now. So having the DHCP server down in my lab is okay. Let's see, you're not getting. No. And I do have to say, after going through this, that I'm probably going to be commenting on some ISC documentation because it's great. Great. I mean, when the quick start skips over the idea of using native packages and starts with make install, you know you're off to a great start. And that's for the back end portion. And this is the front end portion. This is Stork. Oh yeah, I think. That's not what I wanted. Did not accept your login. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just need to make an alternate name for the IP address. Because of course I do. Is that still DNS or is that IP? Oh. Oh, I just noticed that you followed me too. Hey, thanks a lot. Yeah, generally speaking, my title's going to have Homelab dash, and then it'll say K8 if that's what I'm working on. So when you see those, feel free to jump in, especially comment, because I know 90% of what I'm doing is probably wrong. So getting outside perspective is awesome. I wonder if I can just override it. Done passphrase. Restart the server. Go. Back to failing. Oh, probably because it can't access them. Why not? That ought to work. Oh, I should have done that the other way around. Never too late. All right, and restart. Feel like adding the name of your group to everything is a little bit too much. Permission denied. That was that guy. So I really just threw together my own CA, threw together my own key, use that to sign the certificate. I mean, this is really the dev inside the dev. My VirtualBox instance that's running inside my dev environment, which is separated from my main environment. So this really, I want quick and dirty, make it work. But I'm thinking at this point it's just a stupid permissions issue. At least that's what it says it is. There we go. Maybe. Let's claim. Proceed. Didn't accept your... you know what it could be. Dot 56 dot 188. Nope. Didn't accept your login certificate. I didn't create a login certificate. Well, no, this is entirely the, it has access. It can get there. I don't know what this is. Because I don't have a login certificate. And I shouldn't need it just to get to the page. Except one, yeah, one was not provided. No, that's definitely not related. Nope. Let's go back in time real quick. Take these back out. We're going to turn you on. All else fails. Create the logs. And we'll do the same thing for the agent because who doesn't like logs? See, this is supposed to fix all of the problems, but it is not fixing any of the problems. Oops. and a 2 and a 3. Well, at least it was generating error message in the background. And this is what got me started on the entire thing. So let's do this. Is there somewhere else that has this information? Reddit. Reddit's full of horrible ideas. All looks real familiar. That could be my issue. For a quick start, it's not very quick. All right, so let's go back here. And it is asking for, they're saying, Kea control agent. Kea control agent. Oh, a basic setup. Cool. And where might this file be hidden? There we go. Let's see if it's even running. Okay, it is running, so that's not the issue. And it's running where it's supposed to be, on 8,000. So that ain't it. Oh, this one's fun, because this is their fix is, oh yeah, that's not there anymore. Okay, cool. Yeah, see. we don't provide that. Okay. Where? Ooh. This one actually has a link to it. Reddit for the win again? Maybe? They just aren't there anymore. That's so much fun. Yeah, I don't need an LDAP hook. Oh, that's just the number of downloads. That's the same thing. Yep, same thing. All right. Download deb, put them there, create an empty file. Okay, no, that's not what I was after. Hey, take care. Have a good night. It is 2 a.m. there. Holy cow. You're up late. Take care. Hope to see you again, Astrostream. Stream. That is a tongue twister. It's actually time for me to call it too. It's about time for me to eat. If I come back, I'll be playing games. Let me switch this over. And say, hey, thanks again, Astrostream, and hope to see you around later.